have we got a story for you. The jurors have become so distracted and so disaffected by a failed line of questioning brought on by the obstinance of the prosecution that the judge just decided to send their very bored selves home at about 4:30. The problem is the unyielding attitudes of the prosecution. They have got to let the expert testimony of Officer Doug Pearson of Aurora, Colorado, who is certified as a federal task officer of the ATF for gun crime, to go as unchanged as possible. The operative question asked repeatedly by Judge Matt Johnson is, the witness testifying as to his opinion based on personal experience, or is he reciting fact? How did they get painted in that corner? They stipulated that they would do that. Casey Gotro, the intrepid ball of fire, legal fire.
She stayed on her feet more than she stayed sitting today.
Yes, she did.
Oh,
and she was just up, I object, and she objected for that same reason repeatedly. And so the learned counsel that were in the courtroom, in the gallery, who have a dog in this fight, this big old fight, big gang fight, legal gang
Don't say
fight.
gang, say club, would you mind?
Big club, big club fight, big dog fight. They are all saying the same thing. They are saying that they smell careerism. They see 4 expert witnesses sitting in the courtroom simultaneously drawing big fees. We don't know how much.
And future fees too.
And future fees, because in the future, every one of them, 20, 26 years, 27 years, 30 years experience, and guess what? That means retirement. That means a
Got another career.
got a secondary career, maybe 60 grand a year, maybe more. And I'm going to defer to Lady Bernie because I think she's seen all this before, and her experience. I'm not going to ask you if you're testifying as to fact or to opinion. I don't think it matters to our listeners. But
no one cares about it.
the bottom line is this: somebody's going to have to prove that Jay Carzal did then and there cause the death of another human being.
The jury is interested in this man. They see this man, they're interested in him, and they're not hearing anything about him at all.
It became so ridiculous. There was this extended.
We went back to the 60s.
We went back to 1984 when some bandito bombed the Banshees Clubhouse. And in 1988, they got a conviction. And the opinions offered by expert witnesses have got some bearing on this. And the judge allowed a narrow interpretation of that. Now, it is the opinion of the learned men in the Amen corner who have a dog in this fight that since the judge has got such broad discretionary powers, why didn't he turn them around and use them the other way and not open the case up for an appeal that's going to be a loser? Well, there's a reason for that, and I'll tell you what it is: expense. You see, we got the intelligence this afternoon from a confidential source that there is a 24-hour security guard on the residence of lead prosecutor Michael Jarrett. For what reason? We don't know. It's not our business. This has become a national security issue. We were subjected to pictures of the globe, of 200 chapters.
No one cares. There's no cars going by. It's not even getting that much attention. We just got worried policemen. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Just worried policemen and people with squiggly ears. Too
Now,
many of them.
Now, we're getting intelligence left and right about things that these very experts have done that are just like this. That they set up, they develop the expert intelligence, they caution the community, they place themselves in the crowd, and guess what? There was a great big gang fight and people got killed. And so that opened the way for conspiracy, criminal litigation, and there's guys in the penitentiary, they're there for 30 years, they're there for 40 years, and that's what we're looking at. And I am going to work very, very diligently with some public information activists from our neighborhood, and we're going to try to get a handle on how much this is costing, and increased security, and expert testimony, and all of the expenses.
I want to know if they all go party together after the let's go down to Hilton and get drunk together, because these three guys all seem to know each other and rock and roll with each other. Let's meet up at the next one over in Vegas. You know, they're having a good time.
Hooters?
Well, I don't know. I probably, maybe, wherever. But I mean, these guys know each other. They're hanging out together. They're sitting over there together, and I'm sure they're having a pretty good time together. They're all getting paid together, and you know, they're yucking it up.
Type A personalities,
and
police
it's for
officer.
nothing. It's been 3 days of listening to these pinheads, you know. Except this guy wasn't as big. This one looked like an elf. He had a little funky hair and shit. But I don't know. I don't like them. I know.
You don't like police.
I don't like the police.
She's an Irish girl.
I am.
Yes,
and you can tell they're police. I mean, whatever undercover stuff. I mean, they just it was like neon sign. I'm a cop. So I don't like them. No. But anyway, tomorrow is another day, and hopefully we'll have some real testimony.
Well, I want to remember the testimony of Lewis Medlock in that great American movie, Deliverance. That was the Burt Reynolds guy in the canoe that broke his leg. And he said, you take this man down out of these mountains here, there's going to be a trial by jury. Hell, these people all kin to each other. And start to look that way. But the Ed character, the John Voight character, said that since he had the deciding vote, that the only thing he could go with was every time he's ever looked at a cop, all the badges and buttons and whistles and guns and batons and all that, it just scared him deep in his soul. He decided it'd be better to just go ahead and bury the man that raped old Bobby, that insulted the little old man about his hat. So don't say anything about mine. Let's wrap this up.
We're going to see you tomorrow, and hopefully there'll be something really exciting tomorrow.
9 a.m.
Or a big fight or something.
This is a pitcher's duel.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.